intro here for the Bear Pack. Before we get into this video, we wanted to share that we are growing here on this channel, and that is all due to your guys' love and support. The growth has been amazing. So as we grow, we wanted to give you guys some goals to work towards as we get into this football season. We're going to pull them up right now. Here are our goals. We're currently sitting at about 6,700 subs on this channel. So at 7K subs, we're going to have a Bobby Witt Jr. bobblehead giveaway. I got that at the first game of the Kansas City Royals opening day. It is still in the box. Haven't taken it out. It's in great condition. So that's going to be a good prize. And by the way, Bobby Witt Jr., 20 home runs now in the season. He's having a great second half of the year. 8K subs. We're going to have a jersey giveaway. We've done a lot of jersey giveaways. We'll probably do 2 jersey giveaways at 8K. 9K subs. Sports memorabilia giveaway. That can be anything from a jersey to a sports card to something else in reason. We don't want to be giving away a LeBron James signed game jersey, but we will try our best on that sports memorabilia giveaway. 10K subs, our big one. $1,000 giveaway. When we get there, we'll probably have people decide in the chat what they want to do with that. We can either have 10, 100, 2, 500, or just $1,000 giveaway, whichever one anybody wants. And then the 12K subs, we're going to try to send somebody to a game of their choice, 2 tickets each. We are very excited for this football season as it is our money maker. We did great last season, looking to ride that momentum into this season. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and don't miss out on these upcoming season. Enjoy the video, guys. We'll see you guys on the other side. All right, guys, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Thursday, August 24th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Start us off.
All right, and so far so good with me because I'm 0-0. You know why? Because my game got suspended. I gave out the Los Angeles Dodgers -1.5 on the full game run line versus the Guardians. So far so good. Whenever the game was in action, the Dodgers, they were up 3-1 already into the 3rd inning, and then the rain somehow, some way decided to end this game. Very frustrating because I really felt like we were going to cash this bet with ease. Oh, well, that's just betting, baby.
Seth?
Not so good, guys. 0-1. I don't know. I guess Ohtani got pulled after 1.1 innings of no-hit baseball because his arm was a little fatigued. I mean, if his arm was fatigued, he wasn't showing it because the Reds weren't hitting him in the 1.1 innings he pitched, but they pulled him and brought in Tyler Anderson, and the game imploded from there. So we did lose that one because I was banking on Ohtani being in the game.
Yeah.
Hey, he even got you a home run before he exited, too.
Yep.
He does that, though. I feel like he does that a lot. He gets pulled from games a lot. They're just being extra careful with him. But I had the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line against the Orioles. I got sandbagged by the Orioles. They said Jack Flaherty this, Jack Flaherty that, Jack Flaherty last night, Jack Flaherty this morning, and then they throw out Dean Kremer. So I got sandbagged by the Orioles. They're winning 5-0. Blue Jays need 5 in the top of the 9th to get extra innings. Probably not going to happen. 0-1. I'm going to promise a sweep tomorrow, 1-0 on this and 1-0 on the player props. If I don't get it, I'm personally giving $50 to someone in the chat who comments Bear Pack in this video. $50 giveaway if I don't sweep tomorrow. Let's get into our plays for tomorrow. Trey, starts us off.
I love it. I love it. In my play, it's going to be the Cincinnati Reds at Arizona Diamondbacks game, and I'm pretty pumped to watch this game because we're getting treated between 2 teams that are pushing for this NL wildcard spots because the Reds, they come in this game only a half game behind the Diamondbacks for the last spot in the NL wild card with a 65-51 record, 34-27 on the road this season. And the Reds, they've been road warriors all season long. And that means that the Diamondbacks, they currently have the last spot in the NL wild card spot locked up with a 66-61 record, 32-31 at home this season. But I honestly do think that this game could have a ton of runs scored. And for that reason alone, I'm going to be taking the over 8.5 total runs. It is juiced to -120, which I absolutely love. And I love the over in this game because of the pitching matchup, because the Reds, they're throwing out Brandon Williamson in this game. And he's been below average in his 8 road starts this season because he's turned that to a 2-1 record with a 4.79 ERA paired to 1.41 whip. And the Diamondbacks, they're throwing out Merle Kelly in this game. And he's been just about average in his 11 home games this season because he's turned that to a 3-4 record with a 3.27 ERA paired to 1.17 whip. He's been just good enough to get by, but not good enough to really get those wins that he's been looking for. So I expect both these pitchers to be their normal self and both of them to allow at least 2+ runs before they exit this game. And whenever we combine that fact with the fact that these 2 teams score an average of 9.45 runs per game, which is already over this 8.5 run number, it just makes me really love this over in this game. So give me the over 8.5 total runs in the Reds versus Diamondbacks game.
Yeah, Trey, I love that play, Seth.
Yeah, and I do know Jesse might be not so keen on this one as he will be attacking Ken Waldichuk at some point in time. But I will be taking the Oakland versus Chicago game under 5 runs in the first 5 innings. And yes, Jesse, I see your head going down. But guess what? Oakland won for us last time thanks to Paul Blackburn. So I'm going to keep rolling with them. They won for me last time, so here I go. Like I said, I'm going to be taking the under 5 runs scored in the first 5 innings in this one. Quite frankly, this is a battle of two awful teams. Neither offense has shown any consistency this year, and both rank in the bottom portion of the major offensive categories. This pitching matchup will feature Jesse Schultens for the White Sox and Ken Waldichuk for the Athletics. And guys, I get it. I know Ken Waldichuk isn't good and hasn't been all season, but he has fared better in his last 3, where he has only allowed 5 runs and 16.2 innings pitched. He went 2 earned, 1 earned, 2 earned. So he's been all right, and I take it because I just need him to minimize in this one. And like I said, I'm not sitting here and saying he's going to shut the White Sox out, but for this game pick, we only need him to minimize the damage like he has in the previous 3 games. This White Sox team has struggled, so I do believe he can minimize the runs. Now on to Schultens for the White Sox, which is a pitcher that did pretty well out of the pen for the White Sox before they moved him into the rotation to eat some innings. He hasn't been great in the rotation, but to his credit, he has only allowed more than 3 runs in one of his last 4 starts, and will be getting an Oakland team in this one who ranks last in runs per game. These might not be super flashy pitchers, but they are both getting matchup against bottom-feeding offenses. I like both of their chances to minimize the runs and keep the score under 5 total runs in the first 5 innings.
Yeah, to be fair to Ken, who I love, it's not hard to stop the White Sox. So I do like the play. I like the trend you had there. I will be riding you on that play because you did say you had Blackburn the other night. So I will ride that A's play. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Washington Nationals, who just got thumped by the Yankees, going up against those Yankees. I don't like day games. I don't like taking day props, but I'm going with the Washington Nationals here on the money line against the New York Yankees. I'm okay with taking games, I guess, during the day. I'm not okay with taking props because I like to watch my guys at bat just to clear that up. But I'm going with the Nationals here on the money line because I don't recognize the guy on the mound for the Nationals today, and Patrick Corbin. I have said a lot of bad things about this guy over the last season, and he does deserve everything I said about him. However, over the last 3 starts, he has been much better, giving up only 4 earned runs in 17 and a third inning pitched, and only give up 9 total hits. He will be going up against a Cy Young candidate, Garrett Cole, who has hurt his stock over the last several games because he's been lit up over those games. Over the last 3 games for Garrett Cole, he's given up a total of 12 earned runs in 17 innings, giving up 18 total hits, and 6 of those runs were to the Chicago White Sox, who are horrible, and the Miami Marlins, who are not that bad. But the really bad outing came against the Red Sox in the last start, where he gave up 6 earned runs in 4 innings. When things are going bad for your team, everybody just struggles, and that's what we are seeing with Cole. Because the Yankees as a team have been so bad, Cole has been bad. I do think he's going to continue to struggle against the Washington Nationals team, who is still top 5 in the MLB in hitting. Give me the frisky Nationals on the money line against the Yankees as my play. Guys, let's go to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yes, and I'm not doing so well in the player props because I went 0-1, and I gave out one of my favorite pitchers, and Michael Lorenzen, over 4.5 strikeouts versus the Giants. And I said in the video yesterday that it was a little bit of a risky prop, and we ended up losing on the hook, which made it absolutely even worse because he pitched in 5 2/3 innings in this game, allowed 4 runs on 8 hits, but he only struck out 4 batters, so it just made it hurt that much worse.
Seth?
Yeah, so mine got voided. Kershaw went 2 innings of 1 earned baseball, and then the game got suspended and pushed till tomorrow, so I do not believe this will go through.
Yeah, guys, and remember, if I don't sweep tomorrow, $50 giveaway to someone in the chat. You have to comment Bear Pack on this video. 0-2 day for me. I had to kill Badu, and I'm going to get something off my chest because I will never, ever, ever, ever bet on a day game prop on a weekday ever again. Every time I have a day game prop pick during the week, I lose every single time. That's because I think me watching the guys somehow, I know a lot of people don't believe this, but I do. I know at least somebody out there agrees with what I'm about to say on this take. I feel like when I watch my player bat, I'm helping him in some way. And sometimes when you don't watch, they do better. That's just how it goes sometimes. I remember last year with the Dallas Cowboy game, I took a shower at halftime. And when I was about to get out, I checked my phone. They had scored a touchdown. I stayed in the shower for the entire second half because I didn't want to jinx them coming out of the shower. They ended up winning the game. So I stayed in the shower the entire game. That's how I do. That's my dedication to the game. That's how I gamble. I know someone out there is going to agree with that. So I feel like I need to watch my guys bat. And I didn't get to watch Badu bat. He took a poo all over the field today, and he only got 1 single. So 0-1 day for me. Let's get into our props for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
A dude took a poo. I hate that. Come on.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Well, mine is going to be this guy. It's the first time I'm going to be attacking him. He's a rookie this season. First time I'm probably going to be attacking an Athletics batter this season. And give me Zack Gelof over 6.5 fantasy score versus the White Sox. And this is going to be the first time attacking an Athletics batter, like I said, probably for good reason. Like Seth mentioned earlier, this Athletics offense has been pretty abysmal. But since Zach got called up to the majors, he's been igniting this offense with his batting. And over his last 10 games, he's been really, really good at putting the ball in play because he's batting .390 with 16 hits, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, and 7 runs scored. Also has 4 walks and 2 stolen bases over those 10 games. He's just been an absolute menace, and I expect it to continue in this game. And that is because Chicago, they're throwing out Jesse Scholtens in this game, and he's been below average this season for the White Sox because Jesse, he's pitched in 20 games so far and started in 6 of those. Turned it to a 1-6 record with a 3.79 ERA, paired with a 1.35 WHIP. And to make it even better, Scholtens is a right-handed pitcher, and Gelof, he's batting .312 against right-handed pitching this season. So give me Zack Gelof to go over 6.5 fantasy score versus the White Sox.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Zach actually hit for me on the site a couple days ago against the Royals, so I really like him. And I saw a stat that he is the fastest player in athletics history to reach 9 home runs, which is in like 125 at-bats, which is crazy to think. But for my prop, I'm going to be taking Kyle Tucker over 1.5 bases. This is a player that I don't go to a lot, but I think we overlook his value as a hitter. He's compiled 6 hits over his last 5 games, with 3 of those being home runs. He has been average in the month of August with a batting average of .265. Yeah, I know that does seem pretty high, but that is average for Kyle Tucker. But I do look for him to find a way to get some hits against Brian Bayo in this game. For my member pick, I also faded Bayo, so this makes me love this play even more. Tucker also racks up extra base hits where he has 29 doubles and 25 home runs this year. Look for Tucker to continue to do what he does and hit the ball. I will take him over 1.5 bases in this one.
Yeah, Seth, I like that play. I'm going to go back to the A's game here. I'm going to take Luis Roberts Jr. to go over 1.5 bases against the Oakland Athletics. There are only a couple good things about Luis Roberts Jr., and one of them is I feel like he tries hard. He's one of the only players on the Chicago White Sox who gives a shit about the year, and that's why I like him in this prop. The bad things would be, well, he plays for the Chicago White Sox, and sometimes I feel like he's swinging for the fences, but more times than not, he seems to put out maximum effort, and I like that about him. Today, he's getting a matchup against one of my favorite guys, like Seth said, Ken Waldichuk, who has done much better over the last 3 games starting for the Athletics. He's only given up 5 runs in those games, but he is still giving up a lot of hits per game. There's a stat in this game that I really like for Roberts, and that is he's hitting .410 against the Oakland Athletics in his career. He has collected at least 1 hit in 8 of his 9 career games against them, and he's had 5 multi-hit games. We need over 1.5 bases, and that looks good for us too because in his 9 career games, he's only not gotten over 1.5 bases in 2 of those 9 games. And he has cashed his prop against the A's in 4 straight games. Give me Luis Roberts here to go over 1.5 bases as my last play. Guys, that's going to do it for our MLB player props and game picks for Thursday, August 24th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our locks of the week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.